welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing. So this is today's look that I'm wearing. I was so inspired by the picture that Kylie Jenner posted to her Instagram. It was a photo of her and she was wearing eyeshadow from the new Kylie and Kourtney collab. I'm sure all you guys have seen it on her socials. The collection looks amazing. So as you guys can see, it was just like a really beautiful raspberry smoky eye with a nude pale matte lip, and I was just so inspired. I fell so in love and I was like, nah, I need to create that. And actually the day that I'm filming it and it will be up, I think the collection goes live. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I recreated this Kylie Jenner makeup look, then keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my skin. I'm going to pop in a super cute headband just so my hair's nice and out of my face. So first thing, I'm going to go in with my primer, which is of course my L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Base Primer. And I'm just going to buff this all over my skin. And now to get some glow into my skin, I'm taking this Illuminiser by Josie Maran. This is her Argan Enlightenment Illuminiser, and I'm just going to apply this all over my face. And now foundation. I'm going to mix my L'Oreal True Match with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. So I'm mixing them up on the back of my hand. Dot that around the skin. This foundation combo is so pretty. And so now I'm going to do something that I have not done in so long, and that's cream contour. So I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal. This one's in Beautiful Bronze. I'm going to start off with my lips. And I'm going to do my cheeks today. And that's my tutorial done. Thank you so much for watching. Kidding. So I'm just going to buff that out with a clean beauty blender. And time to conceal, going in with my Tarte Tape Shape. This shade's in Light Medium Honey. So I'm going to start off by getting right in on the inner corner of my eyes. That is where I hold a lot of my darkness. I go quite black in there. And as always, I'm just going to run a little bit over the lid. So I don't normally do this, but I really took the concealer up because I really want to lift that under eye area. So now, again, back in with my beauty blender. I kind of just feel like I had a facelift. That's great. I'm going to start taking my concealer up, I think. And now time to set. I'm going to take my Coty Airspun Loose Powder, which looks like this. Let's pick that up on my beauty blender and just press that into the skin to set. So now I'm just going to press a little bit of excess powder over the apples of my cheeks where I've got quite enlarged pores. This is a really great way of minimizing the appearance of large pores. And now I'm just going to set the rest of the skin. Oh, that loose powder was in my mouth. So that is my skin set and nice and matte, which I haven't done in a while, but I'm feeling. So now I'm going to take this gorgeous brush by Luxie. This is a Luxie 522 tapered highlighting brush, but I love it for bronzing and contouring, so that's what I'm going to use it for today. Now, if you guys have been following me for a while, you will know that this is my absolute cannot live without contour powder. It is a bronzer. However, I just love using this shade to contour, but for the first time since I've owned it, I'm going to use it as a bronzer, so I'm pretty excited. So I'm just going to start this product at the hairline, just with a really light hand. I'm going to use this to contour. So with my brush, I'm just going to pop this product right over the top of where I put my cream contour, just through the back of the cheekbone. And I'm just going to give myself a new jaw. I gave myself a facelift, now I'm going to give myself a jaw. You guys know how snatched Kylie's jaw is. Mine is not. I barely have one. I'm surprised I even have jaw bones, like the actual bones in my skull. And last but not least, for a literally 5-second contour, just with whatever product is left on the brush, I'm just going to run this across my nose. This way it's going to hit the natural bones in your own nose, so it's going to look quite natural. I mean, I say natural, not really going to be anything natural about this makeup look, but that is my base done. Now, Kylie in the picture definitely has on a rosy blush, but I'm going to come back to that at the end. For now, I'm going to quickly pop on a brow and then we'll get started on eyes. Okay, so that's my brows done. I did go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in dark brown, my fave. And now for the eyeshadow. Obviously this is the star of the show. When I saw her post this look, I just fell in love. I instantly thought, I need to recreate this. Unfortunately, I don't have the KYLIE Cosmetics and Courtney palette. I wish, but I am just going to make do with what I have and recreate it for you guys as best as I can. And I'm sure that there's a lot of you guys out there that may not be able to get your hands on the palette, so I feel you. So before I go in with the reddy pink tones, I'm just going to go back in with my Hoola bronzer, just on a nice big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to lay this in the socket. This is just, I guess, going to be our transition shade. So the palette I'm going to be using today to create that beautiful red pink kind of raspberry smoky eye is this palette here by Napoleon Perdis, and this is what it looks like, full of beautiful bright colours. So I'm first going to go in with this red. I'm going to go all in, and I'm just going to start off by pressing this red shadow down. I'm not going to use a base, nothing. These Napoleon Perdis eyeshadows are fairly pigmented, so I'm not too worried. I'm just pressing this all over the mobile lid, and I take that up to my socket. And what I always say, guys, is when you're doing smoky eyes, it is always going to look worse before it looks better. Always keep that in mind. And so now I'm back in with that big fluffy brush and just picked up some of that Hoola. Now I'm going to start buffing this out so we have a nice seamless blend. And to blend, I'm going to be switching up my brushes. So I'll be going back and forth between the brush that I used to apply the red to start blending upwards, and then back in with my big brush. And KYLIE took the eyeshadow right up to the brow bone, which I love because it's actually something I do on myself. Okay guys, so I'm actually really happy with how this is turning out so far. So now that I've laid that red shadow down as a base, before I go in with the pink, I am just going to start smoking this red shadow out underneath the eye. I'm actually doing this on a 239 by MAC. And again, KYLIE smoked this down quite low underneath her eyes, and I love doing that on myself, so thanks KYLIE. So now just taking a clean brush, I am just going to soften this. You guys know what I just realised? This is going to stain my eyes, isn't it? The pigments in red eyeshadow have a tendency to stain. I am going to look literally diseased. Oh well. So next what I'm going to do is going back into the palette, and I'm going to take this top shade right here. It's a really hot like magenta pink. I'm just going to take a tiny bit and press this over the top. And I'm just going to press a tiny little bit of that pink underneath the eye too. So I'm almost done. I'm going to go back into my Hoola, just picking that up on my big fluffy brush. And I'm just going to run that over the eye, underneath and on top, just so it kind of ties in the whole look. So I've just zoomed in really close into KYLIE's eyes, and she's definitely got something at the lash line, but to me, it doesn't look like a black. It's almost like a really dark, like purpley tone. So I'm going to mix these two shades here, which is Cherry Cola by Makeup Geek and Hot Chocolate by Anastasia. I'm just going to pick that up on an angle brush. And I'm just going to wing it out ever so slightly. KYLIE's liner is winged just a tiny bit, but I would have done this regardless. Can't live without a wing. Okay, so that's my eyeshadow portion done, and I did just quickly run a brown eyeliner pencil really finely on my waterline. She definitely had a really fine line in her waterline. It was just more of a softer, warmer colour, so I just went in with a brown pencil. So now quickly onto mascara. I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Little Mini Better Than Sex mascara. Okay, so that's my mascara on, and now, as I said, I've been analysing this photo for so long. I'm almost positive that KYLIE just has her lash extensions in. Now, I have 7 eyelashes on each eye, naturally. Kidding. But I don't have naturally full lashes at all, so I'm just going to go in with a couple of individuals on each eye, I think, just to kind of emulate the look of lash extensions. And so now the absolute final touch of the eye, I'm going to go in with my Illuminiser by the Balm. I'm just going to pick this up on a small tapered eyeshadow brush and pop this on the inner corner. And a touch through the brow bone. So now the more that I look at the picture, the more I'm actually not sure whether or not she has a highlighter on. So I actually might leave the skin matte I'm really feeling it. She does, however, definitely have a blush on. It just looks like a nice rosy color. So I'm going to take this blush by MAC, which is super well loved. It looks like this. It's called Fleur Power. It does look quite bright, but it's definitely more of just like a rosy pinky color. Just on my same Luxie brush, just going to press this over the cheek. I'm being very light-handed, and I've just pressed the majority of this product into my hand just to take off a lot of the product so the placement's nice and light. I just want to be able to build this blush up. And I tend to always leave blush till the end, and there's nothing worse than if you're working with a hyperpigmented blush and you go and smear it all over the skin and you look like a clown. See, I'm starting to build up a nice color. I just think the key when working with blushes is just to build. This used to be my favorite blush in high school, and I literally did used to look like a clown. I plastered it all over my cheek and a little bit on my temple. Okay, so now all we have to do is lips and then we're done. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to start off with a lip liner. Now, Kylie just has a really beautiful pale matte nude, but I do want to create as much fullness as I can because obviously Kylie's got such big, beautiful, full lips. So I'm going to start off with the saddest, tiniest little pencil. This is Whirl Lip Pencil by MAC, which Kylie made very famous. I love this color. Okay, and now, of course, you don't have to use this color. You just want to use a lip liner that's a couple of shades darker than your natural lip color, just so we can get some depth. And as I said, you don't have to use Whirl. You could use Stone Lip Pencil by MAC. You could use Oak Strip Down. That's a really beautiful brown. And the lip color that I chose for this look, which I think will just be perfect, is my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Cairo. A really beautiful pale matte nude. Okay, so this is my finished look, guys. I did just quickly off camera go in and pop a couple more individuals on because I just felt like I needed a little bit more lash power. But I am done. I am so feeling this look. What do you guys think? Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. I really hope you like this tutorial. It's something a little bit different, but I definitely feel quite pretty and quite glam. Obviously, I'm blonde. I really wanted to paint my hair black for this. In the past, I'll link them up here. I have done a couple of videos where I've painted my hair black, but I have recently fresh blonde hair, which I also washed and blow waved yesterday. So I didn't want to spray it black. I'm sorry, guys, but anyways, I'm gonna love you and leave you. I really hope you like this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and hit subscribe if you haven't already done so. And until my next video, guys, I'll see all of you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.